Good day, St. Martin. I'm Yesenia Lazaro.
And I'm Austin Lawrence.
And welcome to another edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Brought to you by TV15.
We're bringing the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond.
We made it! It's Friday! It's the end of the week. We're going into the weekend, but not before we dive into these top headlines.
KPSM launches island-wide controls for public safety ahead of weekend events. The St. Martin Police Force, KPSM, has ramped up efforts to maintain public safety across the island following successful operations over the past weekend in Simpson Bay. On Sunday, July 20th, KPSM carried out a series of coordinated traffic and safety controls, which led to the confiscation of several scooters and motorcycles due to missing documents and mechanical issues. The controls were credited with helping ensure a peaceful, incident-free weekend event. Police have urged owners of the impound vehicles to come forward with proper documentation in order to reclaim their vehicles. Looking ahead, KPSM announced that similar operations will be repeated on Sunday, July 27th. Multiple checkpoints are planned for Simpson Bay and other key areas, with a focus on traffic safety, firearm prevention, and crowd management. KPSM made clear that these controls are not aimed at any particular group, but are part of a broader effort to protect both residents and visitors during peak activity periods. The public is encouraged to comply with traffic regulations, cooperate with officers, and report any suspicious activity to the police tip line at 9300 or by calling 911. KPSM reaffirmed its commitment to a safe and enjoyable environment for all throughout the busy weekend ahead.
Elderly tourist drowns near hotel in Simpson Bay. A 79-year-old female tourist tragically drowned near a hotel in Simpson Bay on Thursday afternoon, July 24th. According to the St. Martin Police Force, emergency services were alerted just before 1:30 p.m. after receiving multiple reports of a swimmer in distress. The incident occurred near a hotel close to Simpson Bay Police Station. Police and EMS teams responded swiftly, arriving at the scene to find that bystanders had already pulled the woman from the water and were performing CPR. Despite their efforts, the tourist was later pronounced dead. Detectives and a medical examiner were dispatched to investigate the circumstances surrounding the incident. KPSM has expressed its condolences to the victim's family and loved ones as the community mourns this heartbreaking loss. Man arrested after violent domestic assault in Cold Bay. A man was arrested on Tuesday morning, July 23rd, in connection with a violent domestic assault that left a woman seriously injured in Cold Bay. At around 1:30 a.m., police received an urgent call after a woman, bleeding and visibly distressed, ran into a casino on Union Road. The victim reported that she had been severely assaulted by her partner, identified as LP. Paramedics quickly arrived and administered first aid for a deep facial laceration. She was later transported to the St. Martin Medical Center for further treatment. Following the report, police tracked the suspect to a residence in Belvedere. Although he initially fled the scene, officers located and arrested him later that morning near the former Eddie's Auto Supply roundabout on 80 Village Road. The suspect was taken into custody and is currently being held for questioning at the Phillipsburg Police Station. The St. Martin Police Force strongly condemned the incident, reiterating that domestic violence has no place in community. Authorities are encouraging anyone affected to seek support and report abuse. Victims can reach out to Safe Haven's 24/7 hotline at 1-721-523-6400 or call 911 in case of emergencies.
Police connect with youth during summer camp visit at St. Joseph School. The Police Force of St. Martin, KPSM, continued its outreach efforts Thursday, July 24th, with a meaningful visit to the St. Joseph School summer camp. Officers, including Inspector J. Martis, Community Police Officer for Phillipsburg, spent the morning engaging with a group of enthusiastic campers. The visit was part of KPSM's commitment to youth development and fostering positive relationships with the community. During the interactive session, children had the chance to ask questions about police work, explore the inside of a police vehicle, and learn about the tools and responsibility of law enforcement. The campers responded with curiosity and excitement, making the experience both educational and fun. At the end of the visit, each child received a small token of appreciation. These gifts were made possible through contributions from KPSM's youth department, local businesses, and other community supporters. KPSM expressed gratitude to the ECHO Foundation for the invitation, to the merchants for their donations, and to all the participating officers for helping create a memorable event. This outreach highlights KPSM's belief that early engagement with young people plays a vital role in building a safer, more connected community.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Make the switch. Get faster internet for less.
Hey there, it's Busy with the Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, St. Martin, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into today's forecast and see how the skies are treating us. And that's your Sunshine Report, brought to you by the Met Department of St. Martin. So as you enjoy your week, stay safe, stay friendly. Sunshine City.
Thank you for being part of this channel. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. We have a tropical disturbance that is going to slide in. It's like a tropical wave, but a few more showers and storms with it. I want to zoom down, show you that flood threat with this as we zoom down island by island in this video. A bigger tropical wave back behind it and a substantial severe weather threat sitting up to the north, parts of Canada and the U.S., plus an area I'm watching in the Gulf. We'll cover all of that and the Saharan dust in this video, but let's start with that. It is not better organized, so thank you for your trust. I've been watching that the last few days, letting you know what I've been seeing, but let me start with this just to give you a feel, a quick heads up on what's going to happen. This is by the time we get into tomorrow evening, some heavier rain starts to work in, especially tomorrow evening near Dominica, but Martinique, near St. Lucia, Barbados, St. Vincent, the Grenadines, and keeping an eye on Trinidad and Tobago. By Thursday morning, you could see some pockets of heavier rain. So tomorrow night into Thursday morning, we are going to have substantial rain. All of this just kind of pumping in as we swing back toward near St. Lucia, St. Vincent, the Grenadines, and Barbados, right on the edge of Grenada. And still by the time we get into Friday, this disturbance will slide its way into the Caribbean, sliding its way to the west, but there is going to be leftover moisture with it. First thing on this video, and we'll get back into that across the Caribbean in a moment. It is this tropical disturbance that will be sliding its way in, especially later tomorrow and again into Thursday. We'll be watching this moving all the way across parts of the Caribbean. Here is that stronger tropical wave that I talked about. No giant signs of development out of it, but we're going to watch this as it kind of moves across. And we'll see more and more of this. We're really at the start of hurricane season, so to speak. The big part of the season is all ahead of us, so we're going to see a lot more of this. Now, this first tropical wave, tropical disturbance, as I mentioned, is running into that dry air and dust, this orange shading we're seeing right here. And the one back behind it will also be contending with some dry air, which would be a good thing. Now, some of us need to get some of the rain. Now, let's start here back through the Caribbean, and you can see this pocket pocket of rain that we're seeing with this tropical disturbance that will be moving in. This is later today. We'll get some breakaway showers kind of ahead of it, Barbados and St. Lucia. There's the rain I'll zoom down to. Look at the northern Bahamas over toward Florida. Better chance of rain. And here's that pocket near Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama that will build. Down the road, Honduras, Belize, even parts of Jamaica, Cayman Islands. We're going to get a better chance of rain by next week. Here comes that tropical disturbance moving in, especially late tomorrow night into Thursday morning. Spotty storms possible. We had a few around the Cayman Islands yesterday, watching Jamaica, Cuba, hit or miss storms. This moisture through the Florida Keys works its way back into the Gulf. But here we go. By the time we get into Thursday morning, that's the area I zoomed down. Trinidad north through Dominica. We'll keep an eye on that. Some of us will get some flooding. I'll monitor the mudslide potential depending on your island. Of course, some of us have a better threat of mudslides, but watching out for some higher totals. Deeper into Thursday, still watching some of the rain, even as we work our way into Friday. I'll show you that in a moment. We'll see some of that rain still around. This tropical disturbance slides into the Caribbean. We'll see how much of this rain hangs together for the ABC Islands, Aruba, Curacao, and Bonaire, northern Venezuela, chance of rain, Guyana as well. And then working our way into the weekend. This is by Saturday. You can see what happens here. This tropical disturbance slides in generally south of Puerto Rico, but we're going to keep an eye on what's going on back to the east. That new tropical wave, there's actually a couple out there, will be working their way toward us as we work our way into Sunday. So here's Sunday. This old tropical disturbance will lend itself to some extra rain near Puerto Rico, for example, and then all of this moisture building near Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, shifting its way, trying to shift its way toward the eastern Pacific. But there's that new area of rain. Now let's go out in time here further. This here is by Monday. That's when we're going to see a better chance of rain again working into parts of the eastern and southeastern Caribbean. I'll monitor for any signs of development. Here's an area that may develop in the eastern Pacific, and as that happens, it may draw a little more moisture near the Cayman Islands, Jamaica, back toward Belize, Honduras, elsewhere scattered storms. But a heads up, Belize, parts of Guatemala, and Honduras. By the time we get into next week, our rain chance will be going up, and we'll monitor any tropical disturbances for the possibility of some moisture. So a tropical wave, tropical disturbance about to move in. That flood threat gets higher tomorrow, especially tomorrow night into Thursday for some of us. That's why I zoomed down at the beginning of this video. Bigger tropical wave pushing into the Atlantic off the coast of Africa. I'll monitor for any signs of development. No signs of the next named storm yet, but the next name on the list is Dexter. Thank you for sharing this information. Have a good rest of your day.
It's hurricane season. Are you prepared? Here are a few tips to remember to help keep you and your family safe. If you're not in an area that is advised to evacuate and you decide to stay in your home, plan for adequate supplies in case you lose power and water for several days and you're not able to leave due to flooding or blocked roads. This hurricane season, make a family emergency communication plan. This public service announcement was brought to you by the government of St. Martin.
Three customs officers sworn in by Justice Minister Tacklin. 3 new customs officers took their official oath of service this Tuesday, July 22nd, in a ceremony led by the Honorable Minister of Justice, Natalie Tacklin. Officers Richardson, Wilson, and Cornett were formally sworn in, marking a significant step in their careers and reinforcing their commitment to upholding the law and serving the people of St. Martin with integrity. The ceremony highlighted the ongoing efforts to strengthen border control and custom enforcement on the island. Congratulations were extended to the newly sworn-in officers as they begin this next chapter in public service.
Transport operators urged to comply with permit requirements by August 8th. The Inspectorate of Economic and Transport Affairs, IETA, has issued a final call to all passenger transport permit holders to complete the confirmation process or officially declare the status of their permit by August 8th, 2025. According to IETA, failure to comply may result in permits being classified as dormant and possibly revoked under Article 16, Paragraph G of the National Ordinance for Passenger Transport. Permits unused for more than 6 months are subject to suspension or cancellation at the Minister's discretion. The confirmation process, which resumed on January 16th following a 2024 suspension, aims to verify active use of transport permits and collect essential data, including demographics, vehicle types, and working relationships between permit holders and assistant drivers. IETA clarified that operators who have already submitted their documentation are in the process of making operational changes, such as adding vehicles, will not be penalized. Transport providers with inoperative vehicles must submit a letter informing the department of their current status. Permit holders or their authorized representatives are encouraged to visit IETA's Section Transport Office on Wancho Yarosquin Boulevard for more details. The initiative is part of a wider effort to strengthen compliance and ensure efficient regulation of St. Martin's passengers transport sector. Local marine biologist Tadzio Bervoets featured in Shark Week special. St. Martin's own marine biologist and conservationist Tadzio Bervoets was featured in this year's Discovery Channel's Shark Week special, Legend of the Devil Shark, which will air on Saturday, July 26th. The episode, filmed partly on Saberbank, explored myths and scientific realities surrounding so-called devil sharks in the Caribbean. Bervoets appeared alongside marine scientist Dr. Austin Gallagher and journalist Kinga Phillips as they investigated sightings of unusual large tiger sharks and interviewed local fishers about age-old shark legends. This marked Bervoets' second Shark Week appearance following its 2016 debut during the Save Our Sharks campaign. That initiative contributed to the establishment of the Yarari Marine Mammal and Shark Sanctuary and led to stronger shark protections across the Dutch Caribbean, including St. Martin. During his tenure as director of the St. Martin Nature Foundation, Bervoets was instrumental in shaping shark conservation policy, promoting local awareness, and launching a tagging program to monitor shark behavior in territorial waters. His participation in Legend of the Devil Shark underscores both the global relevance of Caribbean marine ecosystems and the increasing visibility of regional conservation efforts. The special is now available for streaming on Max, offering regional audiences a chance to see familiar waters on an international stage and to witness the vital role local experts like Bervoets play in preserving marine biodiversity.
Fuel prices to drop slightly starting Friday. Motorists in St. Martin will see a slight decrease in fuel prices starting Friday, July 25th, which is today, as the government adjusts pump rates in line with international trends. The price of unleaded gasoline will be reduced from 2 guilder 31 cents to 2 guilder 26 cents per liter, while diesel will drop from 1 guilder 90 cents to 1 guilder 87 cents per liter. These changes follow global adjustments in crude oil prices and reflect the government's ongoing policy of regulating fuel costs by setting maximum retail prices for wholesalers and gas stations. The Ministry of Tourism, Economic Affairs, Transport and Telecommunication, known as TEAC, continues to monitor the international oil market to ensure local prices remain fair and in line with global developments.
Ay, ay, ay. no such thing as a natural disaster. Yeah, only natural hazards. Know how to prepare before, during, and after. Yeah. We cannot prevent these natural things from happening. So don't wait till it's late to plan things. Maybe start cleaning your surroundings. Yeah. Make sure your emergency kit is stocked. Put credit on your phone just in case to call. Water, food, and medication. And decide who don't want to make quick decisions. Make sure you got batteries and flashlights. Save a little cash and have first aid supplies. Make sure your neighbors and friends alright. Stay informed, be prepared at all times. Yeah. Don't wait to get ready. Don't wait to get ready. Don't wait to get ready. Don't wait till it's late to get ready. Don't wait 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 till it's late to get ready. Don't wait to get. Don't wait to get ready. Yeah. Make sure your insurance papers in check. Got a safe place in case you face threat. Don't forget to ask the Father God to guide us all through the way in times of distress. Board up your house, put your hurricane shutters. Fasten your roof securely to the frame structure. Know the difference between a watch and a hurricane one. Anytime you done ways, the storm is unfarming, yeah. The east side run the coast getting rough. That's Mother Nature, ain't know she never bluff. And that's a comment for the storms already up. That's what I'm saying, to make sure you have batteries and flashlights. Save a little cash and have first aid supplies. Make sure your neighbors and friends alright. Stay informed, be prepared at all times. Yeah. Don't wait to get ready. Don't wait to get ready. Don't wait to get ready. Yeah. Don't wait till it's late to get ready. Don't wait 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 till it's late to get ready. Don't wait to get ready. Don't wait till it's late to get ready. Don't wait to get ready. Don't wait till it's late to get ready. Don't wait 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 till it's late to get ready. Don't wait 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 till it's late to get ready. As a natural disaster. Natural disaster.
SEV highlights public communication efforts at regional ISA seminar. SEV Social and Health Insurances recently represented St. Martin at a major regional gathering focused on advancing communication in social security systems. The International Social Security Association ISSA ISA technical seminar took place from June 2nd to 4th in Bridgetown, Barbados. The seminar brought together institutions from across the Caribbean to explore effective strategies for public engagement and improved service delivery. Sharon Holder, SEV's manager of corporate communication, served as a speaker and panelist in a session titled Traditional and Digital Media in Institutional Communications to Reach the Public. She represented SEV's integrated communication approach, spotlighting the employer's compliance campaign as a successful case study. Holder emphasized SEV's commitment to innovation and inclusive communication, stating that the organization aims to break down barriers and ensure that all residents are equipped with the information they need to access their social and health insurance rights. The event, hosted by Barbados National Insurance and Social Security Service, underscored the importance of trust, clarity, and particularly in today's rapidly evolving digital landscape. SZV's participation reflects St. Martin's active role in regional efforts to build people-centered, transparent, and effective social security system.
SZV boosts community outreach to enhance access to services. Over the past 6 months, SZV Social and Health Insurances has stepped up its efforts to connect directly with the St. Martin community, making vital information and services more accessible to residents. Through a series of public events, workshops, and digital outreach initiatives, SZV provided guidance on important topics such as updating personal registration, pension and medical insurance benefits, retirement planning, business registration, and navigating digital tools like the My SZV and employer portals. SZV participated in key community gatherings including the MSME Expo, the Division of Labor Affairs and Social Services Open House, and the Ministry of VSR's Meet and Greet. At these events, business owners receive help registering on the employer portal, while individuals gain support with pension inquiries and My SZV account activation. Collaborating with the St. Martin Library, SZV also hosted workshops aimed at empowering pensioners and future retirees with knowledge on pensions, tax compliance, and wellness in retirement. Customized sessions for businesses addressed sick leave procedures to ensure employers are equipped to manage workplace responsibilities effectively. SZV thanks its dedicated staff and community partners for supporting these outreach efforts, which reflect the organization's commitment to providing personalized service and clear information. Residents are encouraged to stay informed by joining SZV's new WhatsApp channel, which delivers timely updates, tips, and event announcements directly to their phones. USM launches workshop series on culture, communication, and identity. The University of St. Martin, USM, announced a dynamic lineup of free public workshops taking place during the first week of August 2025, led by Professor Holger Briel, PhD. The sessions invite students, educators, creatives, and the public to explore culture, communication, and identity through innovative themes. Workshops include Borderlands, Oral History on August 1st and 2nd from 4 to 6 p.m. Exploring St. Martin's border, history, and identity through personal stories. Next one, From Text to Images, The Age of the Image, August 6th, 6:30 to 8 p.m., examining how visual media like memes and emojis reshape storytelling and culture. And Afro-Ensinofuturism, Reimagining the Future, on August 7th, 6:30 to 8 p.m., challenging traditional narratives by exploring future visions through Afro and Sino-futuristic perspectives. Juliana Shipley Hodge, Division Head of General Liberal Arts, said the workshops aim to inspire creativity and new ways of thinking. The sessions will be held at USM's Lecture Hall 202 and are open to all. Interested persons can register by emailing juliana.shipley_hodge at usm.sx.
Inflation eases in Caribbean Netherlands in second quarter 2025. Inflation in the Caribbean Netherlands slowed in the second quarter of 2025, Statistics Netherlands reported. On Bonaire, prices rose 5.3% year-on-year, down from 5.9% in quarter one. Costs increased 0.5% from the previous quarter, mainly due to higher prices of recreation, education, and clothing. Furniture and air travel became cheaper. St. Eustatius saw inflation ease to 1.1% year-on-year, with a 0.9% rise from quarter one, driven by higher clothing and transportation costs as well. Food prices dropped slightly. Saba's inflation slowed to 4.2% year-on-year, with a 0.7% quarterly increase due to the rise in clothing, health products, transport, and fuel costs. Household maintenance prices fell. Price hikes in sea transport on Saba and St. Eustatius followed ferry subsidy cuts in May. These figures are provisional and may be updated next quarter. Overall, inflation pressures show signs of easing across the Caribbean Netherlands. That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. on TV 15 and then across all social media platforms. I'm Austin Martin.
And I'm Justina Lassiter, wishing you an amazing weekend. See you next time. Stay friendly.
Stay Martin. You can get to this next week.